Pick up your broomsticks and cock your boomsticks because the new trailer for the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina Part 2 is dropped, and this one will have your heart beating out of your chest. Now this trailer is chock full of action and sweet tidbits of the upcoming season, so let's not waste any time and get right into it. We open with Sabrina and a gas canister walking the halls of Baxter High. She pours out the gas and lights a flame because she thinks school is really lit. It's a great opening shot for the trailer as it speaks to one of the big questions going on in Part 2. Will Sabrina hold on to her mortal half now that she's a full-blown witch, or will she put a torch to it and watch it all burn? But back to reality, and Sabrina's walking the halls of Baxter High, and with a look at Harvey Kinkle, we can be sure the will they won't they get back together storyline is coming in full force. And Sabrina's bringing out her inner bad girl now that she's signed the Book of the Beast, dancing with boys other than Harvey at shirtless warlock parties, enjoying a nice relaxing bloodbath, and snapping people's necks. Then there's a shot of what looks like a play written by Faustus Blackwood. From what I can tell, it reads The Passion of Lucifer Morningstar. Lucifer Morningstar being a fancy way of saying Satan, and is also the main character in the television show Lucifer, and was first featured as a character in Neil Gaiman's comic The Sandman. Now here's where we get into some juicy details as Sabrina examines claw marks on her back. They've been teasing werewolves, and it seems like Sabrina is about to get marked by one. Sabrina's got new spells up her sleeves, and I think she's gonna need them. Check out all these bats. Not only am I thinking werewolves for this season, but I'm betting on vampires too. We get a fast sequence of action including blood boiling, Ambrose showing his blowing skills, and what appears to be Nick coming out of a spell in Sabrina's bath. Or at least I hope that's what it is. Either way, Hilda's enjoying the view. Sabrina and Nick burn open a door at what appears to be a Valentine's Day dance at Baxter High. I'd bet Sabrina invites Nick and we get some juicy love triangle drama between her, Nick, and Harvey. Then Susie with a fresh buzz cut loads up a giant frickin' shotgun like she's straight out of Terminator.
Come with me if you want to live.
Something is bringing everyone together to fight, as in this shot Nick and Harvey can be seen working together. Oh, and Harvey's got his brother killing gun with him. Check out the blood splatter on the painting here too. Here's Sabrina about to smooch a werewolf, and here's Sabrina actually smooching Nick. Don't worry, she'll be getting hot and heavy with Harvey too.
Love triangle drama.
And Sabrina's got new tricks as well. Seems like teleportation here, and in this shot Blackwood mentions levitation, followed by a shot of Sabrina flying, or falling, in the air. And then there's an image of Sabrina in popsicle form, kind of like what happens if you were to drop into outer space without a suit. We also get a cool shot of Sabrina with some possessed eyes, before it cuts to a bloody mess being cleaned up at Baxter High, and a couple of Mormon-looking warlocks being burned alive. Check out all the others, they look like they're captives. Cut to Ambrose, who's looking in really rough shape. Sabrina's performing some kind of spell on him, and check out the gashes. I'm getting the feeling Ambrose has a run-in with a werewolf. Now here's another reason why I'm getting the heavy vampire vibes. This shot of Prudence with the double blades, and Ambrose with a crossbow. With those weapons and all that leather, it seems way too similar to the Blade and Underworld movies. Speaking of blades, looks like Zelda and Hilda have some levitating knives to deal with. But check this out, remember the shot of Sabrina snapping necks? Those dudes have some very similar looking knives, just saying. And then we get Sabrina on a roof with a broomstick, and with all this talk of new powers and levitation, I'm sure that means we're gonna see Sabrina fly. Finally, we get Sabrina entering a dining room to a man saying, "You have loved the power I have given you," which means that this dude, more likely than not, is the Dark Lord himself in human form. Makes a lot of sense to hire a real person, as they've been hinting that the Dark Lord's true intentions are to take Sabrina as his bride. And I don't know about you, but I draw the line at a romance between Sabrina and Goatman. So that's it for the trailer of The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina Part 2. Be sure to like and subscribe, and if you haven't checked out my video on what we know about Season 2, get on it. We're just a couple of weeks away from the premiere Witches and Warlocks, so make sure that bell is on so you know right away when my full season breakdown comes out. And remember, Daddy loves you very much.